All right, hey, how's it going? I'm going to give a quick overview on on how I use ndexr, and so let's just do it. All right, so we are using AWS to create servers that come pre-configured with Shiny applications and load balancer and kind of puts you like right out there in the public. So set up your AWS, come through, read the documentation for this section, but we're going to go down to launch and just go ahead and get started. So let's go ahead and start a server, and create these, and you'll be good to go. And we'll click on import servers. You can see that I have some already, and this is our new server here. If I wanted to, I could just click on start server and turn on another one if I wanted. So let's go down to the first one that we made, and once you go into Route 53 by a domain, and then it's going to pop up here. So we'll set this one up for ndexr.com. If it fails here, it's just because you're clicking this a little bit too soon and the server's not on yet. Yep, there it goes. So I'll try this again. Ugh, come on. There it goes, I think. Yeah. Nope. Still waiting. There it goes. Okay, cool. And yeah, just go by domain, and then this is going to hook it all up for you. Cool. And then for fun, let's do this one as well. That one's not quite ready. So let's click on import. Okay. Over here you can see it pops up. And let's set this one up for, I don't know, you might not need Shiny Apps IO. Actually, let's do another server here. Actually, I don't think we need another one. Just fun to show what you can do. Cool. We'll load that up, and then I'm going to kill this other server that's going to show up right over here. Yeah, let's just terminate this one. Okay, so let's go to ndexr.com. And let's do this. Cool, right? We've got an app up. Let's go here. We've got our app up here. Boom. Okay. So I'm going to kill this one, but basically these are all the same thing, right? So I'm going to terminate that and run import again. These two are going to drop off since we terminated them. And yeah, so let's go and let's get access to ndexr.com. So if you notice here, our studio is currently blocked. What we need to do is update what's called the Nginx. Well, we just need to update the Nginx configuration. So we'll come in here and let's take a look at this. Okay. If you don't like Vim, you can uncheck it, right? Yeah, but I like Vim. Okay, so let's do this. Allow that. Okay, and then let's look at glances. Allow this, right? And then code. Allow All right, so we're going to replace on server, and now we're going to be able to access it momentarily. There we go. Okay, password is rbox and password. We'll log in here. It's going to take a moment the first time around. But I promise it won't be that bad. Okay, let's save. Oh, don't save. It doesn't matter. You can just close this out. All right, so let's check out our app. Let's go into services, console, and let's open up console here. And let's go into the terminal. Actually, let's not do that. Let's just wait for this to open up. The first time you turn on this server, everything's going to just be a little bit slower than it should be, typically. All right, so let's go to our app.r here and let's hit source. Okay, you can see we have our app up and running. What I'm going to do here is just show a quick way to gut this and start from scratch, more or less. So if we go into this R folder, let's open up ndexr.io here. And actually, let's go back to source, snippets, and copy, tools, edit code snippets, throw this in here, save. Okay. So everything is, okay, so the way that I set up my projects is every application is a module itself. And so you can come in here into this UI ndexr.io, but it's a module, right? We've got the UI and the server component here. Let's just kill all of that. Let's drop this router, and let's drop out all of this. And so now we really only have, oops, okay, I'm turning on Vim, global options, code, Vim. All right, cool. Okay, so we don't need sidebar, footer, subscribe, bs4 router. And we'll keep we using shiny.js. I don't think so. Nope. So let's delete that. Okay, cool. And let's go down to here. And we don't have sidebar, footer, ndexr.io, router, that, or that. Okay. So now we just have a blank page. So let's do this. Tags, h1, test app, and let's run. See what it looks like. Cool, just test app. Now let's add a module. Let's remake the geysers example into something that's going to be compatible here, and then deploy it. And then I'll show you a couple other things, and then we'll call it a day for now. So cd and console cd r source r, and let's do this, make dir geyser. Okay, let's take this file, new file, let's do a shiny web app for now, geyser, browse down here, console source r, geyser, choose, single file, I think it's selected, okay. All right, so let's see what we've got here. R and geyser, okay. So we're gonna edit this a little bit. We're gonna move this file from geyser app.r into geyser.r. Okay, and we're gonna remove this, and let's go to our file. So if you type in control period and then GEY, it'll take us right there. And what we need to do is rewrite this into a module. So we're going to use that snippet, smod, shiny module, and then we're going to call this geyser. Okay. And I'm going to show you how I would rewrite this to be in a module. So I use raw bootstrap for everything. I think that that's a good way to go, generally speaking. So tags div class is equal to container fluid, and this is all bootstrap. Tags div class is equal to call, let's do call medium 3, and let's take our slider input right here, and we're going to do shiny slider input, and for each ID we need to put this namespace function around it. Okay, and I've already got the namespace right there for you coming in from everything else. And then we've got this plot output. I'm going to kill this. Let's run npm run style real quick. Okay. Call md, yep. And let's do this, tags div class is equal to call md, let's do 9. For each, yes, that's fine. Okay, tags div class is equal to row. Okay, so containers hold rows and rows can hold columns. So div class is equal to call md9, and then we're going to throw this in here, shiny plot output. Oop. And we're going to do a namespace around this. Okay, and we're going to throw each of these inside of the row. Okay. So the call -md, the md means on medium screens it will go to length 12, which is full width, and you'll see that momentarily. npm run style, let's run the styler again. It's going to be super quick because everything else is cached. Okay, so that's good. Now let's just throw in the server. So we've got this here, server, yeah, okay. So now just need a little bit more, and we need to take console data sets, faithful box, use data sets. So hist comes from graphics. We're using box, so everything needs to be written here. So this is going to be graphics, and yeah, so let's do a shiny render plot. Right, yep, looks good. Okay, so actually I forgot, we have to import it. So let's do this. Geyser, okay, and faithful. And we're gonna throw the same thing over here, geyser, and here we're going to do geyser, UI geyser, namespace geyser. Okay, and then down here, the only difference is that this is going to say server. Without the namespace. And we'll talk more about why that matters. And then this should be server. All right, so now it should actually run. And you see here, we stop in the browser here, and then the next time around, we stop in the browser here. So let's see here, datasets, geyser. What is the faithful datasets? Faithful. There we go. Perfect. So we don't need any of that, but we do need this. Okay, so that should have completely rewritten the example to be its own module. And let's just validate that that actually occurred. Perfect. So we have our Shiny application. It's all nice and rewritten within a module. And the next thing that we're going to do is let's just style it again, clean it up. And what we're going to do next is go down to this rbox file right here, and we're going to run make up. This is going to deploy the application to the front end of our site. So currently we see we have ndexr.com. This is the application that's up and running, but the module that we just added is going to build. Now this process the first time around is going to take a minute, but it's not going to take this long every single time. So we'll go ahead and hang out for a second and let this run, and from there I'll show you how it deploys to the front end and kind of like, you know, what that means and how that looks. Okay, so you can see it's about done, and we'll be able to take a look at our app. Look at that. So we've yeah, it's almost there. So let me show you a couple other things. We can go to glances. Oop, not glaces, glances. And if we hit 1, we can see our server here. Okay, you can take a look at it. All right, so we have deployed our first application using ndexr.